Thanks to his wisdom, long and bloody factions in Roman Empire gave way to a golden period of peace and prosperity. He patronized poets and was proud of the fact that he had accepted Rome in brick and left it in marble. Octavian Augustus, the governor of the Rome state, had a reputation for being the happiest emperor. He was 4 years old when he lost his father. Octavian's kinship with dictator Julius Caesar, he was his grandnephew, played a decisive role in the life of the future emperor. Not long before death, Caesar, who had no direct heirs, adopted Gaius Octavius. As per tradition, Octavius accepted the name of his adoptive father and became Gaius Julius Caesar Octavian. The youth wanted to inherit not only Caesar's name and glut of wealth, but his glory as well. And the 19-year-old successor of the dictator entered the struggle for power. After the convincing victory over Republicans in the battle at Mutina, Octavian was elected as the Roman consul. But he was very young, and thus was not self-confident enough to rule Rome solely. So Octavian made up his mind to a risque step. He proposed his rivals, commanders Antony and Lepidus, to form an alliance, the Triumvirate. In 43 BC, armies of the three military leaders solemnly entered Rome. Senate and People's Assembly gave them unlimited power for 5 years and divided governing of all Roman provinces between them. Octavian, Antony, and Lepidus deployed repressions against Republicans and looted their properties. However, common interests of triumvirs did not extend further. Each of them yearned for sole governing of the empire. Octavian appeared to be the most circumspect, logical, and successful politician among them. He resumed supplies of bread to Rome from overseas provinces and annihilated numerous gangs of pirates. Octavian enjoyed greater authority in Italy. He managed to remove Lepidus, and Antony's power had been already undermined by the campaign in Parthia, which ended in his defeat and marriage with Cleopatra, Queen of Egypt. Therefore, when Octavian decided to finish with him, he was supported by majority of the Italians. Rome's Senate declared Octavian Princeps, the first between senators. Besides, he was appointed commander-in-chief of armies, he got the title of high priest, and he was given the right to control the treasury of the empire. In 27 BC, Octavian was honored with emperor title August, i.e., praised by the gods. All this allowed Octavian August to set monarchical power in Rome. At the same time, Octavian, being the cautious politician, preserved all republic institutions in Rome. He used to say that he was only the first citizen, princeps, and differed from other senators by his authority only. Octavian understood that Rome needed lasting peace after the long war. The emperor issued the most severe orders against recalcitrant slaves, and for 200,000 plebeians, he arranged magnificent festivities and battles of gladiators, during which the crowd was given free bread. Once, a thunderstorm caught the emperor's procession. Just in front of Octavian's hand barrow, the lightning killed the slave carrying torch. The emperor did not suffer, and as a token of gratitude for his saved life, he ordered to build Temple of Jupiter, the Thunderer, at the place where the lightning struck. In addition to numerous temples, he built theaters, thermae, and 9 big aqueducts, water supply systems that provided citizens with water. To protect the town from fires, Octavian ordered to deploy strict vigil service at night and to widen the riverbed of the Tiber in order to stop floods. By the order of August, triumvirs allocated a part of the looted money to cobbling the roads. Octavian August patronized such Roman poets as Virgilius, Horatio, and Ovidius. They glorified the first citizen of the restored republic and named his governing a golden epic of Rome poetry. However, as his contemporary said, his private life was as unhappy as his statesman's life was successful. August divorced his first wife, Clodia, right after their wedding. August, being constantly accused by his second wife of not being loyal, left her the very day she gave birth to a daughter. His third wife, Livia, known as Odysseus in women's dress for her slyness, was never jealous of her husband. Just on the contrary, she looked for young beauties for him. August lived with her for more than half a century. But most of all, he was tormented because his only daughter, Julia, grew an unruly girl. To preserve dynasty, Octavian chose husbands for her, but Julia openly carried on with one of the sons of Mark Antony, giving dare to laws of August on conjugal infidelity. In a temper, the emperor banished her from Rome forever. 20 years later, Julia Jr., granddaughter of August, replicated destiny of her mother to the letter. As for the rest, August demonstrated good sense and foresight and lived in well-being till 77 years old. After his death, the happiest emperor was ranked to the gods. The political structure set at Octavian August ensured the Roman Empire 200 years of peace and prosperity.